in to my channel. Today's video is going to be a super quick one. First look, because that's my thing, it's my jam, you know. Today's video is going to be a super quick one, a first look at the Smashbox Lighted Up palette, blush palette. Oh my god, it's so amazing, so mesmerizing. It's glorious. I think I should actually say the name of it though. The name of this palette is the Smashbox LA Lights Palette Contour Blush Highlight, and this is how it looks. It is amazing. Sorry that it's reflecting. I'll insert a clip so you can see the palette more close up without me blinding you with the reflection. But can we just talk about the packaging first of all? I'm a sucker for packaging, the quality of the products, if it's worth it, things like that. And this, I think, has hit every single nail on the head. The packaging alone is stunning, definitely an eye catcher. This case is hard plastic, I believe. It almost feels like acrylic. It's extremely nice. I'm definitely gonna keep this. I can't wait to unwrap it and actually test it out so that I can keep it on my vanity. I'm just gonna keep it just like this because I think the packaging is adorable. Of course, I'll take this off, but basically it'll look just like this. And I'm gushing over it, so let's go ahead and get into it. It just has this little sleeve that you take off with all of the information on the back. It retails for $39 US. And look how big this is. This is ginormous. It's huge. I think it's definitely worth the price before we even actually get into the palette itself. It's just like breathtaking. When you open it like so, you just take the lid off. There are two little tabs on the side. And you just put your fingers in there and you lift it up. And here's the top part. Just a piece of plastic. Then you actually have your case, which lifts up out of here. And I like the way that they made it optional with the plastic. You can either keep the plastic and keep it in there so it's nice and facing up, or you can store other items in here, which I think is amazing. I love it. I love the packaging. I love the color of this. It's everything. So here's the actual palette itself. And here's what the back looks like. Has your information, you know, as far as how to highlight and, you know, where you can put things, suggestions. Here's how the inside of that looks. And I think it is so sleek and just, amazing. I'm loving it. So then you open it up. Oh, around the edge of it, there's just like this little neon stripe. And then you open it and it feels very secure. And this is what's inside. Here's how it looks. Look how huge this is. You're getting a lot of product. I don't have the actual grams and everything of how much product you're getting. I'll put that in the description box below, but that is a lot of product, my friends, compared to what some of these other companies are putting out. It's very generous, especially for the price. I think it's worth it. Totes, totes, totes worth it. For comparison, because you know I love to do that, here is a palette I just reviewed. If you want to see a more in-depth review on this, let me know. Or if you actually want to see the video of this, I'll put that in the description box below. Here is the Mercier Fall in Love Face Illuminator collection. We'll just do side by side. Boom. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's insane how much product you're getting in this. You are getting 3, 6, 9. 9 blushes and highlighters to the 4 illuminators that are in here. I mean, this one cost more, and this one is giving you the packaging, it's giving you the product, it's giving you life. I mean, it's personally giving me life. But I love this palette too. If you want a more in-depth review on this one, let me know. But I'm just saying, as far as more bang for your buck, this one is a showstopper. Let's go ahead and swatch some of these, if not all of them. I always say that and then I end up swatching all of them, but we're gonna go ahead and swatch away. I'll go ahead and do the top row. And you have rich coral. Ooh, feels like butter. So here's rich coral, and I'm gonna put on the skin in a second. Here, beside that, we have true coral. Luscious, it feels luscious. Rich coral, true coral, and highlight coral. I like it. Here is rich coral. That is super pretty. Rich coral right there. So here's true coral. This one is true coral right here. Rich coral, true coral. And it is looking luscious. Love it, love it, love it. Highlighter. Next one we're gonna do is highlight coral. Ew. That is nice. Definitely in for the whole strobing, highlighting, glow up season. And that is highlight coral. Rich berry. So now I'm going down to the second row. So we just did the top row, now I'm going to do the second row, and I'm going to do rich berry, which looks like that on the finger. And here we have rich berry, which looks like that. Here is rich berry. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do true pink berry. True pink berry right here. True pink berry. Here's true pink berry. Pretty. Highlight berry. I don't know if that's gonna show up because the highlighter. And here is highlight berry. Here it is. Now we're on the last row. I'm going to swatch rich bronze. Okay, and here is rich bronze right here. Now, rich bronze isn't gonna do any sort of contouring for me, but if you're lighter than my skin tone, it's probably gonna work for you. I'm thinking more medium to fair. But for me, rich bronze is probably just gonna be used as an eyeshadow. Definitely like a transition color. But I'll give it a whirl. I'll try putting it on my cheek and see if it looks different, but just offhand, it doesn't look like it's gonna work for me as far as contouring or highlighting. Anything maybe blending out a harsh contour or something like that, but otherwise, I don't really see me reaching for this one for my cheeks. Probably more so for my eyeshadow. Or if I have a client who's lighter, definitely would reach for that one. So we'll have to see. Next, I'm swatching True Flush. Here's True Flush. Okay, and here is True Flush. True Flush. And the last one is going to be Highlight Gold, which is the last highlighter. And here's how Highlight Gold looks. Highlight Gold. Very pretty. So yeah, that is a first look inside of the Smashbox LA Lights. blush and highlight palette. It looks pretty amazing. I'm very happy with the pigmentation on the blushes. There were only one or two that I don't know if they would necessarily work for my skin tone. Might work for someone lighter, but I'm definitely gonna try it out because I don't have any blushes or highlights from Smashbox, so I figured this would be a good way to test them out and decide if I want to get some more. There were definitely some colors in there that I know I'm going to use as an everyday color, or I can get away with using, you know, all year round. You know what I'm saying? So I think it is a good deal for the price. I love the additional casing that came with the package, the additional packaging or casing, whatever you want to call it, that came with it too. You can use this as a separate jewelry box or makeup box, or just for storing your blush palette. Also, I think it'd be really cool to stand it up and put it on my vanity, so I can't wait to do that. But all in all, I love the texture of the blushes so far. There's only one or two that I think may not work out for my skin type as far as being used for a blush or a highlight, and that's not an issue for me because I can just use them for an eyeshadow. There's always a way around it. But yeah, all in all, I think it's definitely a good value for what you're getting. I think that they went all out on this. I think it's really nice, and I'm excited to try them. If you want to see an in-depth view on any of these, any particular colors or anything like that, or you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below and I will get back to you ASAP. If you like seeing makeup videos like these, first look, so you can, you know, get a feel for how it looks, how big things are in the packaging or the palettes themselves, leave me a thumbs up or subscribe so I know to keep on doing these videos. But otherwise, thanks for watching and see you next time.